Well, welcome back to the Crony Biker, and today is going to be a really exciting day because it's new bike day. You've seen on the thumbnail. Let's talk about it. So anybody that's familiar with my channel have seen me on a few test rides recently, and a couple of you might have deduced from the test ride on the NC750 that I really was taken with it. So why have I decided to get rid of this incredible 500X? I really have had a whirlwind romance with this bike. I've been to the ABR on it. We've actually recently just got back from a European tour where we've been all the way down to Italy on this bike, and Michelle went on her 500 as well. And that highlighted a few shortcomings which has prompted me to change the bike. Now, when I first went out on that NC750X, I only had like an hour, 2 hours, and it wasn't enough. As you know, 2 hours isn't enough. So I came back up the next week and I said to Ian, is there any chance me having that bike for a bit longer? So he let me have it again the week after for a full day, Saturday, and I went and did 200 miles on it. And I thought, yeah, this is the bike for me. So back to why am I getting rid of this? This bike is amazing, don't get me wrong. This bike will do anything and it will take you anywhere. But one of its shortcomings are when you sat on the motorway, and this was highlighted when on the European trip, I did find that when you sat 70-80 mile an hour, the revs are quite high, and I am quite mechanically sympathetic, and I always felt I shouldn't be revving it this much. You can take it, don't get me wrong, it's a bulletproof engine, but I just didn't like the high revving nature of it at the motorway speeds. Now, by comparison, this NC750, I took it up a few motorways the other week when I had it for the day, and I was amazed how low revving it is. And it's been said before, it's just like a diesel, and it is. It's got loads of bottom end torque off the line, and sat at motorway speeds it just purrs along really, really relaxing. Obviously I've gone for the DCT version. I wouldn't have had the bike in the manual, even though the manual version is 800 quid cheaper. I've opted for the DCT because I just love it. Now, after the first test ride, I started looking on YouTube like you do, and I stumbled across this video, Birchwood Biker. Give him a look, give him a shout out. He's got a NC750 23 reg, new one, and he's done a few mods to it. I've actually met the guy, really nice fella, and he was instrumental in my decision for getting the NC750. So let's get to Virtue Honda, Nottingham, and we'll have a look round my new bike. So here's the new bike. Can you guess what colour it's going to be? There she is. There she is, my new bike. Excellent. Let's go out and do some miles. That's what it's for. Right, so here she is. Here's my new NC750. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to go and have a little ride on it. As I say, massive shout out to Honda, Virtue Honda at Nottingham. If you need a new bike, go and see Ian King. He'll sort you out. He's a lovely lad. He's just given me the handover, so now I'm free to go and get some miles, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Come on. Now then, I've just put my work bag in my front because I've just come straight from work. We'll tilt that video down a bit. 2 miles on the clock. We're going to have to take it easy. Everything's got to bed in. Handbrake. So without further ado, let's click that D button and off we go. farewell to the 500X, fantastic bike, and off we go, taking it nice and steady. We're in standard mode. And off we go. Oh, it's so smooth. It's such a nice bike to ride. It's just so effortless and smooth, and everything about it's just so smooth and nice. Great mirrors. The torque straight off of tickover is brilliant. So yeah, I dropped on quite well with this bike because I went up for the full day's test ride, ended up putting a deposit on, and Ian said to me, what colour would you go for, Gaz? I said, well, I like the red and silver one, to be honest. He says, right, we'll get one ordered, and there just so happened to be a cancellation, and this is it. So I've literally, from having the test ride, 2 weeks later, I've got the bike. In fact, I could have had it last week, but I wanted to wait for the new 73 reg to come out. Oh, I'm going a bit too fast, look. So, such a laid back bike. Yeah, that one that I test rode, I've only just realised this, it had a bigger screen on. But I did get some terrible buffeting on that one, so maybe this one's going to be better, because sometimes you're better off not having a screen than having one that's giving you turbulence. But yeah, I'm really happy with this bike. It's exactly what I wanted. So we need to get out of town onto some better roads. But before all that, we need to find a petrol station. I need to lower the back brake lever because that's too high for my feet. The handlebars are already in a good position, so I won't have to change them. Down to 1 bar already, they don't leave you much fuel. Now on that day when I did the test ride, I managed to do almost 200 miles, because that was one of my concerns. The CB500s, they'll do well over 200, 250, maybe even 300 miles on a tank if you take it steady. But they've got a 17 litre tank, this is only a 14. But these are frugal as well, so if I can get 200 miles out of a tank, I'll be very happy. As I say, big shout out to the Birchwood biker who I met at the Wild Bad Weekender. He gave me a lot of good insights on long-term ownership of this bike, because he's had 3 of them, so that's testament to how fantastic these bikes are. So yeah, big shout out to Birchwood biker. So here it is, the new bike day, NC750X. Now this is surprising. When I let's turn it off. 11 miles. Let's turn it off, because the one I test rode, which was a brand new one, it had the Mesler Torrents tyres on it. And this one has got Dunlop Trail Max D609s, which I think they look much nicer tyres. I think very happy with it, very happy with this bike. It's so nice to ride, and I love this metallic red colour. So this has just been a quick new bike reveal day video. There's going to be more videos coming along very soon, because I've got to start buying some bits for it. The first thing I'm going to have to get is a centre stand, because my garage is quite narrow, so when you've got two bikes you need them to be upright. So centre stand. We've still got the shad luggage, so we're going to have to get the shad brackets for the cases. I do like the original Honda rack, but it's 350 quid. I don't know if I can justify getting it. When you've got the side cases, the top box and the front, you're going to have more than enough room for your touring. Yeah, very pleased with the bike. I think it looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and that screen, believe it or not, is better than the big Honda one that the grey bike had on the test ride. It's a bit, I still get buffeting, don't get me wrong, but it's like a clean, your head's not shaking, better. So if you want to find out what I'm going to start doing to the bike, give us a like and a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and you'll see a new video coming along very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.